This man declared himself Emperor of the United States. Somehow, San Francisco gave him a throne. As unbelievable as it sounds, every word of this story is true. Joshua Abraham Norton was born here, in London, in 1818. It was an ordinary beginning. He would spend almost none of his life in England. His future was waiting somewhere far beyond it. Before turning 3, his family sailed for South Africa, leaving England behind for good. That's where Joshua really grew up, a busy trading port at the edge of the British Empire. His father ran a small shipping business here, surrounded by ships, merchants, and constant trade. Joshua learned commerce before he learned much else. Business quickly became second nature to him. Even as a boy, he had a remarkable head for business. It was obvious early on. By his early 30s, both his parents were gone. So was most of the family fortune. With little left behind, Norton made a decision. He would begin again somewhere entirely new. In 1849, he sailed for California, joining thousands chasing opportunity across the Pacific. He arrived in a city that barely existed yet. Everything still felt raw and unfinished. Just mud, tents, and men chasing the exact same dream he was. Fortune in the gold rush. San Francisco itself was still being built, lot by lot. Opportunity seemed to rise with every new street. Norton had a real head for business. While others searched for gold, he started buying. Land in a city growing this quickly meant money. Norton understood that before most people did. Within just a few years, he'd built a genuine fortune through patience, timing, and smart investments. Somewhere around $250,000, an enormous fortune for the time, and still growing. Then, in 1852, Norton read a report that would change everything. A famine in China threatened global rice supplies. San Francisco feared its own stock would soon disappear. Norton saw what looked like the opportunity of a lifetime. He decided to corner the entire market. He poured every dollar he had into one enormous shipment, risking everything on a single gamble. The shipment was large enough to control nearly the city's entire rice supply, if his prediction proved right. But only days later, more ships arrived. The expected shortage never happened. Almost overnight, the price of rice collapsed. Norton's investment collapsed with it. The lawsuits began almost immediately. Creditors moved quickly to recover what they believed they were owed. The legal battles dragged on for years, slowly draining away everything he still had left. By 1858, Joshua Norton was officially bankrupt. The fortune he had built was completely gone. After that, he disappeared from public view for a time. No one knew where he had gone. No one knows exactly where he went. That chapter of his life remains a mystery. What's certain is what happened next. Joshua Norton returned with an extraordinary new identity. On September 17, 1859, something remarkable began unfolding across San Francisco. Letters arrived at newspaper offices throughout the city, each carrying the exact same message. Every letter contained one bold and unforgettable declaration, unlike anything the editors had ever received. A bankrupt rice speculator had made an astonishing decision that would change his life forever. He was declaring himself Emperor of the United States. The proclamation spoke with complete confidence, as though the title had always belonged to him. Most cities would have laughed and forgotten him by the next morning, but San Francisco didn't. What the city did next would shape the next 22 years of its history.